Good morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. So in the previous video we are just going through the chapter number 4, that is our environment. In that we have seen the introduction part. First of all, that was what is environment. In environment there are two components, that is living component and the non-living component. So what is living components? All the living things around us, that is known as the living components, and what is the things which are non-living things which is around us, that is known as the non-living components of our environment. Then after we have seen about the ecology, then after pollution, then after some of the points of the sanitization, okay, and then after here we have seen the biodegradable and non-biodegradable, and here we have just reached to the recycling of waste, okay, recycling of waste. But before that, let us revise the previous things. So first of all, environment. So everything surrounds us, that is known as our environment. Then after living components, that is living components such as the animals and plants that share our habitat and surrounding. Non-living components such as the climate, landscape, soil, this all the things are the non-living components. Then after ecology, what is ecology? Ecology is the science that deals with living things in their environment and all the different relations that exist here. Okay, the science of the living thing, that is known as the ecology. Then after it is pollution. So what is pollution? So pollution means making the environment dirty with a substance that are harmful to living beings. Okay, that is known as the pollution. Means which things which harms to the environment, that is known as the pollution. Then after it is sanitization. That is sanitization involves the removal of garbage and waste and maintenance of hygienic conditions. Okay, so there are few points of it of sanitization, and then after we have just briefly seen the sanitization, that is how it is there and how these are controlled. It is controlled by the civil authorities, okay, and all the garbage at one site is collected, that is known as the landfills. Then after we have seen many other things about it, okay, and then after we have seen about the biodegradable and non-biodegradable substance. That is, what is biodegradable substance? Biodegradable substance are those that decays, decompose or are broken up by the bacteria or other organisms, that is known as the biodegradable substance. Then after non-biodegradable substance. Non-biodegradable substances are those that do not decay or decompose even after many years. Okay, so the things which do not decay or decompose, that is known as the non-biodegradable substance. Then after we have seen some of the things about it. Now we will just directly move towards today's topic, that is recycling of waste. Recycling of waste. Let us see that. Recycling of waste. So, what is recycling? Let us see that here there is increase in our awareness among people now about the environment, garbage, and what is biodegradable and what is not. In some western cities, old newspaper, tins, bottles, plastic, kitchen waste are all separated at source and put in different bins. Okay, so here now they are just saying that in some of the western cities, what they just do, they just separate this all the biodegradable and non-biodegradable from the source. So what is that? वो लोग क्या करते हैं, जहाँ से जो डस्टबिन रहता है वहीं से ही वो लोग सेपरेट कर देते हैं. But here nowadays we have seen in cities and in this village only that there are two dustbins. First, that is biodegradable substance, and second, that is non-biodegradable substance. If there is a green color, then it is biodegradable waste. If there is a blue color, then it is of non-biodegradable substance. In some of the garbage collecting van also there are two parts, sukho kachro and lilo kachro. This all things is written over it. Okay students, so you just notice that at your home around you also there will be some dustbins. You just check that, and I will say at home there should be two dustbins, one of biodegradable and other should be non biodegradable substance. Means what, जो चीज डीके डिकम्पोज हो जाए उसके लिए एक अलग डस्टबिन, और जो चीज डीके एंड डिकम्पोज ना हो उसके लिए दूसरा डस्टबिन. ओके, सो हियर इट इज this idea is to recycle and reuse substance that can be recycled. Waste paper bottles are recycled organic waste, decays and mixes with the soil, make it fertile. But plastic are non-biodegradable. Thicker plastics can be recycled and are now being used to lay roads. Okay, so this in recycling of waste, how can it be said? So recycling of the waste. So if I just talk about it of recyclation, so what is it? So in western countries, but now in our country also there is like it. So here if I just say that there are two dustbins, this is the one dustbin and this is the other dustbin. So we all know that first of all we just throw the garbage in the road or in a street, but due to some of the restriction and that all, okay, there are two dustbins seen nearly. So here it is the green dustbin, that is biodegradable. Biodegradable, and the red dustbin, that is non biodegradable. Okay, so in this we have to just throw the things which are degradable, which can be decomposed or decay or decomposed, and it cannot be decay or decomposed. It cannot be decay or decomposed. So two dustbin types are there. First it is biodegradable and then other is non-biodegradable. So in biodegradable we should put the things which can be decay or decomposed, and here in non-biodegradable the things which cannot be decayed or decomposed, that thing should be put into it. So in some of the countries this trend is just going on, so we also have to follow this, and these dust and these garbage and other thing, the waste, we have to just put into the dustbin. If you are small, if you will start doing this, so from this seeing this, the younger which are younger than you, they will also start. So the new generation will just have very good idea about that. Okay, then after moving towards here to the biogas. So what is biogas? Let us see that. Biogas. So let us see about it. Biogas. So here in village and rural areas where there are lots of cattle. All the dungs used to be left in hams attracts flies. So ये लोग बोलते हैं कि भाई विलेज एंड रूरल एरियाज मीन्स इन द विलेज और इन दी अगर हिंदी में गुजराती में बोले कि गामड़े के अंदर क्या होता है कि जो कावडंग है कावडंग that is there and which attracts the flies and some of the diseases are occurred, but we have to just keep that. How? Let us see. Or they would be flattened into pancakes and left to dry in the sun. They were used as fuels. मतलब we all know that if I just say in Gujarati chana, if you will just ask at your home at to your mother, if you just ask them what is chana, if there is then they will show to you. Okay, so what will happen, we just use as fuel. Okay, that is used as fuel. Then after, but a good source of manure is lost when animal dung is burned. जो अगर एनिमल डंग को हम बर्न करें then good source of energy just we waste it. So biogas or gobar gas plants are now being set up all over India to make better use of organic waste such as animal dung. तो एनिमल डंग जो है उसको प्रॉपरली यूज करने के लिए दिस बायोगैस और गोबर गैस प्लांट्स आर देयर इन all over India in many of the villages and the rural areas. Okay, then here there are some of the use over here. That is the first one, animals and plant waste is being recycled to produce a kind of fuel. Second, it is decaying organic matter and waste plant wood straw manure household waste collectively called biomass. Gives off methane gas. Third one, to produce biogas biomass is processed specially designed system called biogas digester. Biogas digester. Okay. So these are the 3 points of the biogas. So let us see one by one all these points. So firstly it is animals and plant waste is being recycled to produce a kind of fuel. Means the waste which is by what? Plants and animals is further used as fuel. अगर हिंदी में बोलूँ तो जो एनिमल्स और प्लांट्स का वेस्ट है उसको फर्दर एज अ फ्यूल यूज कर दे. ओके, दैट इज अ बायोगैस. देन आफ्टर decaying organic matter and waste like plants, wood, straw, manure, household waste collectively and biomass give off methane. So अगर हम लोग क्या जो ऑर्गेनिक मैटर है, ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट है, which just produce the methane gas, then it is to be put in a specially designed digester that is known as the biogas digester. So here it is written, and this all the thing which is just put inside a digester that is known as the biomass. Where it is written, yes, here it is biomass. Biomass. What is biomass? All the things, all the household, all the organic things which are just used to produce the biogas that is known as the biomass. Then after this, to produce biomass is processed in specially designed systems called biogas digester. That is known as the biogas digester. Means all the biogas which are collected, that is put into a special digester that is known as the biogas digester. So these 3 things you have to keep in the mind. Okay. Now moving further, that is advantages of biogas. Advantages of biogas. So these 3 points you have to write in your homework. I am just telling this in this video only, and at last I will write them. Okay. So now going towards the advantages of biogas. Let us see the advantages of biogas. So advantages of biogas. Let us see that. Advantages of biogas. Okay, let us see that here as of August 2011, India had about 4.4 million household biogas plant. Biogas plants have many advantages. So in August 2011, there are about 4.4 million biogas plant over village and rural areas and also some of the cities. So firstly, the first advantage of it, that is, so the first advantage, that is the gas is used to produce energy for lighting and cooking and the waste that remains after this can be used as fertilizer, okay. Then after second one, that is it improves hygiene and sanitization around the area Then after next point, that is resources are easily available they are renewable also burning biogas causes less pollution than burning fossil fuel such as petrol and coal. Okay, let us see first of all this advantages of it. Okay, so here the main advantage, that is the gas is used to produce energy for lighting and cooking, and the waste that remains after this can be used as fertilizers. So the things, this gas is used for what? For lighting and cooking. Then after the waste which is remained after producing this gas, this can be used as what? It can be used as fertilizer. Okay, it can be used as fertilizer. Then after, it improves hygiene and sanitation around the area. मतलब ये कैसे होगा? तो हमने जो काउ डंग, एनिमल डंग और then after other things, plants, this all the wastes we have collected. So क्या होगा? सब जगह साफ सफाई रहेगी तो वो सारा हम कहाँ डालेंगे, बायोगैस डाइजेस्टर के अंदर, एंड दैट इज नॉन एज व्हाट, द थिंग्स व्हिच आर पुट इन द बायोडाइजेस्टर, दैट इज नॉन एज द बायोमास, एंड व्हिच इज पुट इन अ डाइजेस्टर स्पेशल structure, that is known as the biogas digester. Then after here resources are easily available, मतलब ये जो resources है, animal dung, plant products and this all the things, this can be easily get. Then after they are renewable, और वो जो मिलता है वो renewable है, उसको we can use as what, it is used as fertilizer. Then after also burning biogas causes less pollution than burning fossil fuels such as petrol and coal. मतलब अगर हम बायोगैस को बर्न करें तो वो पॉल्यूशन कम करेगा कंपैरेटिवली टू पेट्रोल एंड कोल। मतलब पेट्रोल और कोल यूज करते हैं और उसमें जो पॉल्यूशन होता है उससे बहुत कम होगा अगर हम बायोगैस यूज करें तो। Okay, so these are the things, and then after here the last paragraph, that is burning fossil fuels pollutes the air. अगर हम fossil fuels को बंद करेंगे then it will just cause the pollution, but if we just burn the biogas then it will just cause less pollution comparatively to petrol and coal. Then after leading to respiratory disorder, it increases the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. मतलब अगर हम इसको बंद करें तो कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड जो बन जाता है ड्यू टू व्हाट, just having not sufficient oxygen, this petrol and coal when burnt, if there is not sufficient oxygen then it will just convert towards the carbon monoxide. बट अगर हम बायोगैस को बंद करेंगे तो ओनली कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड विल प्रोड्यूस, और उससे हमारे रेस्पिरेटरी डिसऑर्डर्स विल जस्ट क्योर, मतलब हमको रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम्स होंगे नहीं बहुत सारे, इट विल जस्ट हार्म वेरी लेस. देन आफ्टर leading to warming of the temperature, factories and vehicles add to air pollution about which you have learned in the earlier classes. मतलब जो पेट्रोल और कोल है उसमें से एयर पोल्यूशन बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, तो कंपैरेटिवली ये बायोगैस है वो उतना पोल्यूशन करेगा नहीं, इट विल जस्ट पोल्यूट वेरी लेस कंपैरेटिव टू पेट्रोल एंड कोल. ओके, सो now moving towards the pollution of water resource. तो water resources है, but we will just see the introduction part of it and then after we will just complete the video. तो ये लोग बोल रहे हैं कि हम लोग पानी गंदा कैसे करते हैं, how we just pollute the water. okay, so सबसे पहले तो हम लोग पानी का वेस्ट करते हैं, कैसे कि हमको एक बाल्टी पानी चाहिए तो हम 2 यूज करते हैं. ओके, और क्या करते हैं कि भाई सब्जी कुछ धोनी है तो भाई थोड़ा सा पानी चाहिए, बट नहीं हम तो पूरा ही नल खोलेंगे, और अगर जो बर्तन है उसको बांधने हैं तो क्या करेंगे, बर्तन धोने के लिए हमको पानी चाहिए बट हम लोग उससे ज़्यादा वेस्ट करते हैं, और जो गार्बेजेस है वो ऐसे ही थ्रो कर देते हैं. फिर जो प्लास्टिक बैग और वो सब उड़ के कहाँ जाता है, ड्यू टू विंड इट जस्ट गो टूवर्ड्स दी वाटर और ओशंस और सीज. ओके, ड्यू टू दैट द वाटर इज पॉल्यूटिंग. और क्या होगा कि हम बोले कि भाई जो वेस्ट है, कहीं कहीं जो नाले होते हैं उसमें बहुत गंदगी होती है, कुछ महिलाएं वहाँ पे क्या दी वॉशिंग ऑफ एनिमल्स, the washing of the clothes, this all the thing, it also harms to the marine life. Okay, so we should not throw all the garbage or other thing or means any of the waste to any of the pond, river, ocean or anything in the water thing. This thing we don't have to throw that. Why? Because it just harm to the water. Okay, and that will harm to the marine life, means the water life, which fishes and other thing which are living in the water, it will harm to it. And then after the water which we drink, that will also come from there. So due to that हमको भी उससे बहुत तकलीफ हो सकती है. Okay students, So we just came up to here in this video. From next video we will start from pollutioning of water resources. Okay, so in your homework what you have to do, I am just writing on the board. So, in your homework, first you have to write about biogas. Secondly, advantages of biogas. Okay, these things you have to write down in your homework, and we will meet in the next video. Okay, bye students.